Hello. In this first video, we're going to look at Blender and see the differences it makes ultimately in Substance Painter, how you export and set up your model, and also how to actually export the model. I have some very simple shapes, and I've set them up in two different ways. Let's go to okay. So in this case, over here, under the materials, you notice that each of these shapes shares a material, the SP material. And if we go and look at the UV unwrap, this is the UV unwrap. I also have the same shape set up, and this time they each have a separate material. So the top one has a sphere smooth, the second one has a sphere faceted, the pyramid has a pyramid, and the cube has a cube material. It's the exact same, oops, exact same UV unwrap. The only difference is that they each have an individual material. Now, the Systems Painter doesn't care if these are linked or not linked. The only thing that will affect how they present themselves in Substance Painter is what material you have assigned to them. Okay, so next, let's look at um, how to export your um, mesh into Substance Painter. You have choices. Systems Painter can import Collada, import OBJ, but the preferred format is FBX here. You can see where the yellow circle is. And exporting FBX is fairly straightforward. Highlight your mesh, go to Export, select FBX. In this window here, right here where it says Mesh, want to only hide the like that. Don't we just click on that, it'll deselect the rest. You only want mesh. And then very importantly, you want to click limit to selected objects right here. And then here, you're going to name it. And we'll just call this one IND for individual. And then I would turn that sync that folder off and turn this one on and repeat the operation for the one with the that share a single material. I have already done that, and I have imported both of them into Substance Painter just to show you the difference. Now, I haven't introduced this um, layout yet, but we're just going to jump ahead slightly just to show you. So this one is the result of the model where they each had their own individual material. And you'll see here in Substance Painter, if you look at the yellow circle, under texture set, each of those materials translates into a separate line in the texture set. And here in my 2D view, they're individually, you can see them, they're all separated out, as opposed to this one where they all have the SP material. They all share the same 2D view. So that's how you export your mesh in um, for Substance Painter. And there's either way is fine. It's personal preference. Some people prefer to have each of their materials, each of their meshes and materials present themselves separately in Substance Painter. Personally, I like to consolidate them, but there's no right way or wrong way. It's completely personal preference.